The community is in mourning the loss of a 16-year-old girl who died in a tragic crash Friday night. Today, her family is talking about how she had a very clear understanding of how precious life is. 16-year-old Larissa Green was driving on the Cheney-Spokane Road, about to turn left onto 195. She was heading to Spokane to babysit her cousins. That is when she was hit by a pickup truck that she didn't see. KXLY4's Tori Brunetti joins us. And Tori, you spoke with Larissa's mom, and she's talking about how Larissa will actually live on.
Yeah, 6 months ago, in another unfortunate accident, Larissa lost her dad in an ATV accident. That's when she decided to become an organ donor. Larissa's mom, Debbie, though, didn't know she'd actually filled out the paperwork until now.
She was amazing.
Debbie Hamill has been at the hospital since Friday, sitting by her daughter's bedside.
She's my baby, and I'm not leaving until she's gone.
Larissa was pronounced dead Saturday morning. Since then, she's been on life support, so her organs can be donated.
She saves at least 4 people right now.
Debbie says her daughter was a good student. She fell 4th in a line of 10 siblings. She loved the spotlight and always wanted to laugh.
From the time that she was little, she always kind of knew how to get that little joke out of you.
The night of the accident, Larissa was driving a route she drove all the time. She had just left her mother's daycare center, where she worked every day after school. She was headed to Spokane to babysit her cousins.
My rule of thumb was always you call before you leave and you call when you get there. And she called to say she was leaving. I said, okay, call me when you're there. I love you. That was it.
Debbie says her daughter was a good driver, trying to navigate a very dangerous intersection.
Every month, there's an accident out there. I have families who call and say, we're going to be late, picking up, the road's closed. Only this time it was my daughter.
Today, flowers mark the spot where Larissa's car landed after she was hit. Those flowers won't last. But her mother says what she was able to give of herself in her death will.
She'll give somebody's sight and life, and she'll live through them. I can't tell you how rewarding that feels to me right now.
How awful. That poor family's lost so much. And the mom seemed really concerned, of course she would be, about that particular intersection, the Cheney-Spokane Road and 195.
Yeah, she was, and it seems to be a community-wide issue, Robin. We went down there today, and we just spoke to several people that say there's a blind spot created by the turn lanes in the southbound lanes of 195. For example, if you're turning left from the Cheney-Spokane Road to go north on 195 and there's a car in that turn lane, there's a good chance you won't be able to see the other cars coming southbound. We spoke to several people in the area, and they want something to be done.
My wife and I are we're gonna try to organize a public meeting. We're going to send out some flyers, organize a public meeting in order to get this thing changed, because there's been no action, and now somebody's died because of that.
Several people admitted to me that they themselves have either jumped out in front of someone or have had someone jump out in front of them at that intersection. Now, some solutions that they've talked about are either adding a stoplight or moving the turn lane a little bit farther to the right.
It sounds like something needs to be done.
It does.
All right, Tori, thanks.